How do you find it when it comes to making money off of music?
Streaming, of course, but you only really get into money-making territory with streaming if you're streaming a lot. We're talking millions, yeah. Like, you're not paying your rent with 100,000 streams.
The arts have always been quite hard to earn your money from. I have a very realistic approach to this. I always think, if I get to earn my money doing what I love, traveling around the world, being surrounded by lovely people in social environments, playing music, maybe the road towards that should be a bit hard. Are you seeing yourself as a fully functioning business when you are independent? Because you do not have a label to rely on to pay for these things. So you are gonna have to pay for these things. So now all of a sudden money is looked at as a need in order to get to a means. For you, that's really important to at least consider.
I've definitely considered major labels. If when those type of deals come across the table, I have the leverage to negotiate something that is in favor of me and creative freedom, and just finally have the budget to pay for the ideas that I want to bring to life to come to life.
To be completely transparent with you, which is the whole point of Drop School, I don't think that we all know how a major label functions and what they exactly want when they take on an emerging artist. A lot of the artists that get brought on are actually brought on without much of a creative prospect or vision in mind, but more of a money vision in mind. But I think what we're now seeing is a faster churn out, more burnout, more one-hit wonders. With that in mind, I think for you to get the most clarity on how labels function is to pair you with someone who works with labels, but isn't necessarily working for a label, because they could never honestly tell you the truth. So I'm gonna pair you with Wale.
Wale Kalajaya has been a lawyer to loads of high-profile musicians, so he'll be able to give BINA the honest truth as to whether it's in her interests to get signed.
So their label right now, they play a two-part role. If the artist knows themselves really, really well, they amplify exactly what you're trying to produce via one, investment, two, by the team that is hired that works for them. And right now, it's obviously heavily social media. Their key metric is revenue. I would identify a person that can actually challenge you and say, look, can we make this music better? Can we actually compete? Can we push you to that level? Some artists are like, you know, I want to be the biggest star on this planet. That's some artists' dream, and sometimes a record label does help with that.
So would you say like being signed like equals success then?
No.
Okay.
There's 100 deals done every week. Are you good enough? If you're not, then you disappear.